it's Miss Kate here, and welcome to Art Date with Miss Kate. I'm glad you're here. We're going to keep talking today about mental health and ways to make it strong, to strengthen our mental health, and make us feel good overall in our mind and our body. Before we get going, make sure to check below. It'll tell you in the description what materials you need. There's a few links and resources you can access, and ways to contact me if you have questions or you want to share something. So today we're going to talk about something called grounding or earthing. We are made up of cells. So is the entire earth. When our cells vibrate, they create an electrical energy, kind of like electricity that flows through the walls. That flows through our bodies too. It also flows through every living creature and thing on this planet. The earth has a very steady energy of force that doesn't really change too much. For example, gravity doesn't change. It stays the same all the time. We're always stuck on this planet. We're not going to just start randomly floating one day because gravity was a little less. The energy of the earth is a constant, and it's one that makes us grow and feel good and keeps our health intact. It's what keeps the plants thriving. So what we can do as humans is take ourselves outside onto the earth and sort of get recharged by standing on it or interacting with it. Kind of like we take electrical energy, like our plug, and we stand on the earth and it's like a battery recharge for us. So by doing this, it can take our cells that may be a little off or wonky, or maybe they're having a bad day, or you get in that mood and your feelings get a little low, and it can sort of help to recharge them, to reinvigorate them. So I recommend trying this. Get outside for maybe 10 minutes. Go plant your feet without shoes on, as long as it's a safe spot on the grass, and stand there and feel the energy flow up through you. I'll tell you, you probably won't feel anything. It's not like real energy, but it will be working on a very, very, very minute cellular level. Another place that grounding works also is in the water. So if you're in the ocean, in a pool, or in a lake of some sort, it has the same exact effect. It's a really cool, fascinating thing, and scientists are just on the cutting edge of learning more about this. But now you know, and you're on the cutting edge too. So I thought today we would be inspired by this idea of grounding. And I was thinking of trees. Trees are essentially always grounded. They can't go anywhere. They're kind of stuck into the earth. There's an artist. His name's Gustav Klimt. That's him. He did this artwork called The Tree of Life. That's the artwork. In it, the main focus is this tree, and it symbolizes the connection of the tree to both the earth and to the heavens, to the skies above. It's filled with all these symbolic little details that you probably won't be able to see if I put a picture here, but I've linked it down below so you could see it up close. It's a fascinating artwork. What we're going to do is we're going to create our own tree of life. And we're going to think about being grounded, and we're also going to fill it with symbolism of things that make us happy and things that keep us grounded and keep us centered and bring us joy. So it'll be a simple amount of materials today, but a really cool project. I'd like you to just get a piece of paper, pencil, markers, crayons, whatever you like to color with, and bring your heart. Bring all that good stuff that keeps you connected to your happiness and your feelings, okay? I'm going to get my table ready, and I'll see you in 2 snaps of a finger click.
Did you know that the Tree of Life was Gustav Klimt's only landscape during his golden period of painting? He actually used gold paint too. Meow.
All right, friends, so here we go. This is what we'll be making. Here's our Tree of Life. It's connected and grounded to the earth, and it's reaching up to the sky, to the heavens, to whatever's up there. We're going to fill it with things that symbolically mean something to you. So I've got my cat Spencer, got my art stuff. I have some hearts floating around. I put a cupcake because I think sweets are so fascinatingly yummy. Butterflies because they remind me about change. I've got my palm tree for my beach days, some music. So we'll go and add all of that together. For right now, get your white paper and a drawing tool, pencil, pen, marker. If you use marker or pen, remember you probably can't erase. And let's get going. We're gonna start by just making a bottom. So I'm gonna do like a wavy line and then another wavy line. Got that so far? Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is draw in this tree and all of the branches. I am gonna switch to my pencil because we will be erasing. I just remembered. Let me grab my pencil. Here we go, my eraser. Hopefully you'll be able to see okay. For the darker one, that should work. We're gonna start with the main trunk of our tree. So we're gonna go from the bottom down here, kind of wide, and then up. Same here, wide and up. Got that so far? Okay. Now this one we're gonna continue to go around and we're gonna curve it. This is where it might get a little bit tricky, so watch carefully. We're gonna bring it back around and kind of mirror that first line into like a little point. Let's do that on this side too. So we're gonna curl it around and then sort of trace it right back. And this time they're gonna meet. You got that? Okay. If at any point you need to pause the video, go right ahead. We'll be right here waiting for you when you push play again. I'm gonna add another one of these little curls up here. And I said to get your pencil and eraser because I might erase that little line there so they look like it's not an actual separation, that it's just kind of growing right off. You don't have to though. You can keep it just as a straight line. Put another one here maybe and show you. I'm gonna erase that little spot so it looks like it's all connected. Let's add a couple more branches onto this tree that we have. We've got some space here, so let's bring a curl into that. So curl it up, and then you can trace it right back around. And I think I want to extend this one out, so let's bring it out and curl it here. Now you see how I've got all those lines hooking together. I can leave them just as is, or I can take my eraser and erase them so it looks like they kind of just merge into one piece. Whichever you prefer is perfectly fine. All right, let's keep going. Now you can follow along with me and do sort of the same shapes and stuff, or you can create some of your own. We're just gonna kind of put them on each side and design this tree. It's kind of like a tree with just branches, but not any branch. They're kind of whimsical and imaginary and fanciful. I'm gonna add one more on each side. This one is gonna kind of go down and up to fill up that big space. Okay. So have fun with this. This is your individual tree to remind you that you're grounded. It can look exactly like mine. It can look perfectly like yours. All options are possible. And once you think you've got enough branches on each side, and you've kind of taken your eraser and gotten rid of anything you'd like to erase, let's go ahead and think about, what would we fill our tree with? What are some things that have meaning to you, or bring you happiness, or will ground you and keep you centered? You might want to add, I'll add a couple hearts, because those to me represent the people that I love and that I care about. And if you happen to celebrate Christmas, or you get a Christmas tree, it's kind of like we're decorating the Christmas tree. We're filling this tree of life with ornaments, little things that have special meaning to us. You may want to add, if you have a pet, you could put them into it. Put my cat. If you like playing music, if you play an instrument, you could draw your instrument. Maybe you play a guitar, because I know playing music, it definitely keeps us grounded. You could add in, maybe there's a creature or an animal that you really like. I love ladybugs. They land on me randomly, and every time I do, I think they're coming to tell me a special message. So I'm going to put a couple ladybugs in mine. And I did mention I also like butterflies. I like them because they remind me about change, and that they have to change. They have to go from a caterpillar and make a total change to become a butterfly. So I'll put some of those in as well. Maybe something that keeps you grounded is playing outside or playing a sport. If you are big into baseball or basketball or football, you can add in one of those onto your tree of life. Okay, so I want you to take the time you need to fill your tree up with as many ornaments or decorations as possible. It can be way more than I've even put on. It could be loaded with stuff. You could even add lights if you wanted to make it kind of like more holiday-like. I could string some lights around it. Okay, so many options. There's no wrong way to do this. The only wrong way would be not to do it. Okay, well, this is really pretty. So I'm going to put the pause screen up with my finished one so you have a few ideas. I want you to keep working. Take the time you need to get them completed, and I will flip this around and give you a friendly goodbye. All right, so I would love to hear if you go try grounding or earthing over the next few days. I'd also love to see your artwork. So if you take a picture, there's some ways to send it to me down below in the description. I'd love to see what you end up doing. Or if you just want to send me a hello, that'd be cool too. But try some of these techniques. Try to go outside and just reconnect with the earth. Let it recharge all of your cells. And fresh air is always good too. So take whatever time you need to finish up, have fun, enjoy the day, be kind, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.